morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this maths video. Now we're going to continue with the topic of surds, building on from yesterday, multiplication of surds. We said yesterday root AB is equal to root A times root B, and root A times root B is equal to the square root of the product AB. We established that yesterday. Now let's look at multiplying some surds. Root 3 times root 8 is root 24. And what we want to do now is what we did yesterday. We want to simplify that root 24. We want to think, are there two numbers that will multiply to give us 24, one of which is a perfect square? And we can write that as root 4 times root 6. Root 4 is a perfect square, so it's 2 root 6. So root 3 times root 8 gave us root 24. And then, like we did yesterday, we wanted to simplify that surd. To do that, we asked ourselves, are there two numbers that multiply to give 24, one of which is a perfect square? Let's look at number 2 now. Root 8 times root 2 times root 5 would multiply to give us root 80. And again, can we think of two numbers that multiply to give 80, one of which is a perfect square? Root 16 times root 5, which is 4 root 5. Now, like we said yesterday, you might not plump for the 16 and the 5. You might go for 4 and 20, and that's absolutely fine, as long as you remember root 20 also simplifies. Remember, whatever you start with, you need to keep checking that you cannot simplify the number under the root sign further. Let's look at a third example. 3 root 8 times 4 root 6. Now that's 3 times root 8 times 4 times root 6. Deal with the whole numbers first. 3 times 4 is 12. Root 8 times root 6 is root 48. So 12 root 48. Now can you simplify the 48? Can you think of two numbers that multiply together to give 48, one of which is a perfect square? Root 16 times root 3. Now it's not the only pair. You could have started with 4 and 12 and simplified the 12 further. But we've written 12 times root 16 times root 3. Root 16 is 4, so 12 times 4 times root 3, 48 root 3. Okay, thank you very much.